my fairies, I am Matsuyorific, and we are back with another Miraculous Ladybug Season 5 video. This one is going to be a little bit different. I don't normally go through spoiler images like this just because usually it's just one image and, you know, making a whole video for just one image, there's not usually a whole lot to talk about. But we recently got a whole lot of images for Miraculous Ladybug, specifically for episodes 10 and 11. Well, these are mainly they're season 5, but a lot of these are for episodes 10 and 11, which are dubbed Kwame's Choice. For the entire, you know, the two episodes together are considered Kwame's Choice, kind of like how Heart Hunter and Miracle Queen were considered the Battle of Miraculous, you had the Heroes Day two-parter, so on and so forth. But this is going to be another two-parter called Kwame's Choice. So it's basically going to be like a mid-season finale, except that it's not right smack dab in the middle of the season. But we got a whole bunch of spoiler images from TF1, which is the French channel that airs this show. So we are going to go through all these images. Obviously they are going to be lower quality because these were photos that were taken by people using cameras at a press conference. But yeah, so they are going to be a bit lower quality, but special thanks to Petite Macaroon, who posted all of these images in a single Twitter thread. So thank you, Mandy, Petite Macaroon, for putting all of these together in a very easy spot to, very easy Thank you for putting all these together in a way that makes it easier to go through them all at once. And ooh, sweet. Looks like we're trending right now. Season 5 is trending right now, which makes sense because we just got a trailer, which I've already posted my review of that by the time this is going up. By the time of recording, it's actually rendering right now, but once this is done, hopefully they'll be done rendering so I can post it. But for now, I really wanted to go ahead and go through all of these spoiler images and try to break things down. I might even try to put everything together so that we can like try to theorize what exactly is going to happen in this episode. In the trailer that we got, we saw Lady Noir and Mr. Bug. My brain wanted to say Monsieur Bug. Nope, not gender bent Marinette, nope. But yeah, Ladybug and Mr. Noir. Oh my gosh! Lady Noir and Mr. Bug, we get to see in this upcoming episode, which I was saying is probably from Kwame's Choice. And these are the spoiler images that I was talking about. So we get to see these images of Marinette and Adrien, and they're in Marinette's room. They might be working on some sort of project or something, because we see Adrien has a clipboard, so they're probably working on some school project together. Marinette is obviously blushing, so is Adrien, but Marinette, you know, I'm not going to say this is her going back on what she was saying about giving up on Adrien. This is just her being like, oh yeah, it's in my room. So that is completely different. You know, sometimes even though you tell yourself you're going to move past something, you know, your head and brain can argue with your brain and your heart can argue with each other. So we'll see how she actually acts with him in the room. And oh, this is interesting. A lot of the pictures are gone from her wall. Why is it only the pictures of Adrien? Because we know that she has pictures of her friends and stuff on the wall and not just Adrien anymore, so why is it only pictures of Adrien? That's interesting. And this is something that I noticed before, and this goes into the synopsis. I don't know if that's included in this. Doesn't look like it. So basically, the synopsis of this episode is that Tiki and Plag, we switch back to them. That's the fourth image. So basically, Tiki and Plaid were talking after watching Marinette and Adrian in their room, and they decided that, that it might be better for Marinette and Adrian if maybe they didn't have this huge secret weighing down on them. Because, Marinette's got all this pressure from being Ladybug and the Guardian, and Adrian's got everything going on with, he doesn't know Ladybug's identity because it's too risky, but he's in love with her, and it's hard for him to move on. I imagine he probably will still have a hard time moving on even after acknowledging his feelings for Marinette. Basically they decide that they're going to take the Miraculous away and give them to other holders so that Marinette and Adrian no longer have to deal with with all the stress of keeping their identity secret anymore. Which, my theory is that, if you saw my breakdown of the trailer, my theory is that this episode is also going to be where we see Mr. Bug and Lady Noir. Hey, I got the names right. I think that's also going to be where we're going to see them, and that we might get a identity reveal in this episode, and that the rest of season 5 will actually be post-reveal, because there is more to a relationship than just getting there. In fact, once you actually get to the relationship, that's when the real work begins. So it would be great if we actually got to see that. So moving on to the next, but regardless, as I was saying, we see this close-up shot of Adrian, and he's not wearing his ring, meaning that the Kwamis have already taken the Miraculous away from them, which is interesting. So I don't know if maybe this is the scene where it happens, or if it's already happened. We'll just have to see. So we get this image here, and okay, you can't really see all the comments and everything on it here, but I pointed this out in my breakdown video, but somebody else commented on this thread about how they're sitting opposite of where they normally sit, because usually, let's see if there's a, whoops, not that. Can I actually see maybe if we click on it? Nope, okay. I thought maybe that would work, but nope. Alright, but basically somebody commented that they're sitting reverse of each other, whereas Ladybug is usually on this side and Cat Noir is usually on this side, which could be symbolic of the fact that we're getting a reverse love square this season. So hopefully this will be the scene where Ladybug realizes that she has feelings for Cat Noir, or this could also be post-reveal and them just looking at the sunset and just talking about what they're going to do next. Let's see here. For this amazing new chapter, okay, this is basically the same thing that we saw in the trailer, except this is in another language, probably TF1. And then we get this, posted by Mondo Gloob, and it looks like this other image, they translated this. So this looks to be some sort of conversation that Adrian is having with Ollie and Nina, with his friends. I was about to say Ollie and Nina, but Lila's here too. So basically, Adrian is saying that he thinks he's starting to fall for Marinette, and Ollie is like, "Your time has." Oh, at Marinette Dupanche, your time has come, my friend. Nino, I think you're a little late. And then Lila says, it was just what I needed. So I don't think this is an actual conversation that they're going to have in the show. I think this might just be promotional. But that's still an interesting little text conversation between the Miraculous characters. Okay, so we get another scene here. Okay, so this image is from the battle against Dark Owl. Because we saw in the trailer, after this, Dark Owl is shooting one of his weapons at Cat Noir, and then Ladybug's gonna come in from the side to save him. And then we see this image, which was also in the trailer, of Monarch sending the Goat Miraculous power to a supervillain. We get this realization shot here. Okay, so all of those were from the trailer. And then this is another image that I mentioned in my review of the trailer, where Marinette is taking off her helmet, and we see the bubble and sparkle background. So this is basically Adrian's view of Marinette. And then this is an image that we did not see in the trailer. So we see Mark, and we see a picture of Marinette in the background. So this looks like it's from Luca and Julica's place, because this looks like their houseboat. So this is probably going to be the group trying to figure out how to get Marinette and Adrian back to get together. So this is basically going to be similar to the episode Gabriel Aggress, but I don't think Marinette's going to be in this scene. Specifically for the fact that she is insisting that she is over Adrian, she's not going to pursue him anymore, she's not going to come up with all these plans to get his attention anymore. So they're probably so it's probably their group of friends discussing that Marinette has made this decision. She seems committed to it, but now Adrian is actually falling for Marinette. But one thing that I noticed with this spoiler image, and it's in both of these, so if you look here, Mark is wearing one of Gabriel's rings. And it's like, I know that you don't know that Gabriel is Monarch, but why, Mark? Why? But, yeah, that was just something that I noticed I wanted to point out, is that he's wearing the ring. So maybe he'll get akumatized this season, we don't know. And then we get this shot. This is clearly from Kwame's Choice, and Marinette's parents are spying on them. Like, guys, give them some privacy. Actually, then again, maybe it is a good thing that they're keeping an eye on them, because they are teenagers with obvious feelings for each other. So, you know, maybe, yeah, keep an eye on them to make sure that they keep everything to an age-appropriate level for 14-year-olds. So yeah, I guess at that point, yeah, I could see why they would be spying on them. But they're clearly just here to ship their daughter with this cute boy that they know she has a crush on. But as an adult, I'm also like, yeah, be parents. As a teenager, you're like, oh my gosh, mom and dad, stop it. But as an adult, you're like, yeah, you probably should keep an eye on them. Adult supervision is important. Okay, so here we get, they're fighting that villain who's most likely using the B power, and he stops them with Cataclysm. We see Monarch's transformation sequence with all that lace, which was so heavily detailed, and this picture does not do all that detail justice. My goodness. We see them running on the roof again. Okay, so yeah, all this stuff was in the trailer. And then we get this shot of Lady Noir and Mr. Bug in their transformation sequence. I really wish we could have gotten a full transformation sequence, though, instead of this side-by-side shot. But this is another one that makes me think that there will actually be an identity reveal in this episode, because, you know, they're using each other's miraculouses. And this is another one where, yeah, we see more images of them in Marinette's room. This isn't really much of anything, it's just, you know, something there. But then we see Marinette with her hand to her ear, realizing that she doesn't have her earrings anymore. And then we see Adrian. He just looks confused, but I don't know if he's realized that he doesn't have his ring or anything anymore. But and then we get more images of Adrian view Marinette. We get this shot of that supervillain with all the cream and honey on her outfit. Looks really good. This shot of Adrian and Natalie hugging, most likely saying goodbye. And then we get this shot right here. Somebody of an Akuma passing by a piano. Now this shot is way too zoomed in on to be able to say for sure who this is aimed at. This might be one of the new villains that we're getting, like a new character getting akumatized. Now, I do need to address the elephant in the room, though. Adrian does have a piano in his room, so there is still the possibility of this being aimed at Adrian, but Adrian doesn't really have that much of a connection to an emotional connection to the piano. So I don't think it would really work out that way for his akumatized object to be the piano. Also, how does that even work with the piano being the akumatized object? That does seem kind of odd to me. But I guess we'll see. We'll see who is getting akumatized. And then we get more shots that were in the trailer. We get Lady Noir and Mr. Bug running. We get Monarch's new transformation sequence with all the detailing that is not done justice. We get this shot from Evolution, and I think this is also from Strike Back, because we see her reaching into the yo-yo. Unless this is maybe... I guess this could be her getting out the magic charm, but... Well, yeah, I was gonna say she's not transformed, but she doesn't have to be transformed in order to pull that out of her yo-yo. She just has to be Ladybug at the moment, so I guess we'll see. She could just be getting a magic charm out of there, though. And then we get this shot here with the villain and the ring, and they're getting the paintbrush. We saw that before. It looks, the background, I said before, looks like she's at the Louvre Museum. And we get this shot. Looks like somebody's getting the dragon power. Let's see here. And this is just, okay, that's just a poster. But that looks like somebody's getting the dragon power. We get this again. Ooh, nice. That's a much better image. I like that this image doesn't have like all the motion stuff in it. It's like, yeah, with all the in-between frames there. So yeah, that's a much better shot. And we get Adrian watching her, looking all like, oh, it's Marinette. It's like, wow, she's looking really pretty today. And then we get some more shots of them in in Marinette's room. And okay, I think this is the lighting. I was thinking maybe she was blushing, but I think this is just the lighting. And we get another shot of Adrian's hand, and we see that he's not wearing his miraculous. And it's one of those cute little shots of, oh, you know, we're reaching for the same thing and our hands touch. We get these shots again of the technology in the ring transferring the magic, which is interesting. And then, yep, this stuff from the bit with Dark Owl. And then, of course, them running to the Capitol. And this shot again of Marinette. This is actually a really clear image. I don't know if maybe this is from the trailer or something. But, yeah, like, this really does look like Marinette. Looks like she's getting another outfit. This looks like her bag, so she's probably got Tiki in there. And then we get Dark Owl again. Oh my gosh, this detailing on this costume! It's so good! Marinette trying to find the words. Yeah, you know, the love sentence in Fresh. She's trying to tell him that she loves him. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, I guess this is supposed to be, like, have some audio. I'm not gonna play that, though, because copyright. But, yeah, that looks to be all of the images. So there are definitely some stuff that weren't shown off in the trailer. Like, this image of what looks like somebody's getting the dragon power. Which will be interesting. And then there was also the piano, and then Mark, and also all the scenes of Adrian and Marinette in Marinette's room from Kwame's Choice. So, yeah, I really do think that this is going to be them, the Kwames are going to take their miraculouses away, trying to be like, oh, well, they'd be a lot happier if they didn't have to be Ladybug and Cat Noir. But then obviously they're going, eventually, you know that they're going to have to get their miraculouses back because this is just episodes 10 and 11 out of, what, 26 episode season, I think we've got? But regardless, we're not even halfway through the season at this point. They're not going to give up their miraculous and then we suddenly follow brand new heroes the rest of the time. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I really do think this is the same episode that would explain why they weren't wearing the miraculous for this time period, because, Tiki and Plaque took them away to try and give them a better life. But They're like, no, we are Ladybug and Cat Noir. We are going... So yeah, we're going to see this through. It's like, yes, this is difficult, but, you know, we're committed to this. We are going to do what we can to stop Monarch. But, yeah, that seems to be pretty much all that there is to really break down in this. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos from me. We do all sorts of fun stuff on this channel, including playing video games, we do art, and I'll sometimes talk about cartoons and anime. So if you enjoy this stuff, then be sure to ring that bell icon to never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a very magical day.